Phrasal verbs. Every English student's worst nightmare. How do you finally learn phrasal verbs in English? How can we finally learn these mysterious, confusing phrasal verbs? Well, in this video, I'm going to explain to you the easiest, the most effective, and the most simple way that you can learn phrasal verbs in English. Let's go. The thing is, most English students are not really very good at using phrasal verbs. Most English students prefer to use regular verbs and quite often prefer to use a more formal verb instead of a phrasal verb because they feel like they are not really comfortable with many phrasal verbs. So they, instead of using a natural sounding casual phrasal verb, instead they will use a more formal verb instead. But phrasal verbs in English give you such a good way to really express yourself. With phrasal verbs, you can express yourself exactly how you want. They are such a useful tool in English. So how do you learn these phrasal verbs? Well, many students try to learn phrasal verbs by making a big list of all the phrasal verbs they want to learn and then trying to memorize each one by one. They may have a list of all the phrasal verbs that use the word take. So take up, take after, take over, take care, and so on. And they try to remember each one by one. But this is a very quick way to get very frustrated, very bored, and also to get them all mixed up. It is very easy to get them mixed up, especially because they all have the same word take in them. Now, a traditional textbook may give you a fill in the blank exercise. You may get an exercise like this. I want to take up, take after, take on basketball. And you have to try and put the right phrasal verb in the gap. Other people may make flashcards where the phrasal verb is written on one side of the flashcard, and then maybe on the other side you have the definition of the phrasal verb, or maybe you have a translation into your first language. In my personal opinion, all of these methods are honestly terrible for learning phrasal verbs. All of these methods lack something really, really important. They all lack context. You see, phrasal verbs are used in real situations, in real contexts. And that's how you need to learn them. You need to learn them when there is a context surrounding the use of the phrasal verb. Let me show you now how you can really learn phrasal verbs in a deep way that you will really understand deeply and you will never forget. Okay? Let me show you. It's time to use my best friend, the whiteboard. So this is the dad, okay? And he has this kind of crazy hair right here. This is the son. This is the son. His name is Ben. This little boy, his name is Ben. He also has this crazy hair. So Ben takes after his dad. Can you see that? Ben takes after his dad because Ben has the crazy hair. Dad has this crazy hair. So Ben takes after his dad. This is Timmy. Now, Timmy has a really big nose. Also, his mother also has a really big nose. So we can see here that Timmy takes after his mother. We can see that with his nose, yes, because his mother has a big nose. Timmy has a big nose, and so Timmy takes after his mother. Let me give you an example from the real world. I'm sure you know who this person is. This is Donald Trump. Now this person here, this is Donald Trump's son. His name is Baron Trump. If you look at Donald Trump and you look at Baron Trump, do you think that Baron Trump takes after his father? What do you think? And so there you go. Do you think that you've learned this phrasal verb take after today? Do you think you really understand this phrasal verb? You see, the best way to learn phrasal verbs in English is through comprehensible input. To learn phrasal verbs in English, you need to watch hundreds and hundreds of hours of comprehensible input, which is at the correct level for you. And you need to watch comprehensible input videos that have phrasal verbs in them. If you listen to phrasal verbs hundreds and hundreds of times, then you will learn them. You will learn them naturally. You will learn them the natural way. You don't need to make a list of phrasal verbs. You don't need flashcards, and you don't really need to do fill in the blank exercises to learn phrasal verbs. All you need to do is watch lots of comprehensible input, and naturally you will learn more and more phrasal verbs, and you will learn them in a deep way. You will understand what kind of situation should this phrasal verb be used exactly, right? Another thing that can be difficult about phrasal verbs in English is that many of them actually have more than one meaning. If we take the phrasal verb take off, now let me show you the 3 different meanings of take off right here. There we go. Those are the 3 meanings of the phrasal verb take off. Take off can mean to remove your clothes. It can also mean to leave the ground. And it can also mean to become successful quickly. There we go. You've learned the 3 meanings of take off, right? Well, no, you haven't. You have not learned these yet. Just because I show you them in a list right here, that doesn't mean that you've learned these. You have not learned these different meanings yet. Let me now teach you, using comprehensible input, the 3 different meanings of take off in English. Guys, it is getting a little bit hot in here. It's getting hot. I think I'm going to take off this shirt here. That's better. Perfect. So I have just taken off my shirt. I have taken off my shirt. And you know what? This is my microphone right here. And I think I'm gonna take off my microphone. There we go. Perfect. I have just taken off my microphone. Okay, now take a look at this video. We can see in this video, the plane is about to take off. The plane's about to take off. And now the plane is taking off. The plane is taking off. And there we go. The plane has taken off now. The plane has taken off. Let's look at this helicopter. Okay, the helicopter is about to take off. It's about to take off. Okay, now the helicopter is taking off. And there we go. It has taken off now, the helicopter. Okay, now this is Steve. Steve has his own cleaning business. With his business, he cleans people's houses. But for many years, Steve did not have many customers. No, Steve had almost no customers for a long time. And then, one day, he decided to put an advert for his cleaning business in the local paper. He put the advert in the paper, and then his cleaning business took off. His cleaning business really took off, and he got lots and lots of customers. After 2 weeks, he had more than 200 customers for his cleaning business. So Steve's cleaning business really took off. With our website, EnglishSponge.com, I hope that in the future, it's going to take off. I really hope that it's going to take off soon, because we have worked very hard at this website, making lots of videos. I hope it will take off. in the future. You see, are phrasal verbs really that hard? Are they really so mysterious? Are they really so confusing? Not really. Phrasal verbs are not actually that hard. Phrasal verbs can be learned just like any other piece of vocabulary in English. They can be learned in context while watching comprehensible input videos. If you watch enough comprehensible input, eventually most of these confusing phrasal verbs will become very natural for you. You will not see these phrasal verbs as something hard. They will be something quite easy. You will say something like, so yeah, last week I decided to take up yoga. Yeah, I took up yoga last week. I just thought it would be a good idea to take up yoga. And you will say it, and you will hear it, and you will not think much of it. It will just be vocabulary, just like any other vocabulary in English. There is nothing confusing about saying, I'm going to take up basketball. It's only confusing if you have not heard this phrasal verb many times before. If you have heard this phrasal verb, take up, 10, 20 times in 20 different situations while watching comprehensible input, then your brain will understand the meaning of this phrasal verb very clearly and very deeply. And then when you start to talk, you will just say it. It will come out your mouth like it's nothing. And that's how you learn phrasal verbs. You don't use flashcards. You don't make lists of phrasal verbs. You don't need to do fill-in-the-blank exercises in a textbook. You just need to watch loads and loads of comprehensible input, and you just need to listen to these phrasal verbs many, many times until they are easy for you. On our website, englishsponge.com, we have hundreds of videos that include lots and lots of phrasal verbs. In fact, most of the videos at the B1 intermediate level or the B2 upper intermediate level include quite a lot of phrasal verbs in each video. So this is the perfect place you can go to learn phrasal verbs in context so that you learn them deeply. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to learn more about how to learn English through the comprehensible input method, please check out this playlist right here. This explains everything about how English can be learned through comprehensible input. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.